Hello, 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 everybody, and a happy early new year. Because the next time we do this, it will be the new year. So, welcome to all of you on Facebook, or if you're seeing me on Twitter or YouTube, right? Or LinkedIn. Welcome. Thanks for joining in. And also, I welcome your comments and do let me know if you can hear me, right? Because I am going to pop over and I have learned my lesson. I used to have all of my live streams up and then they all started talking to me at one time, and that was like totally crazy. So, no doubt if you're here tonight, you're here because you want a better career. And I said I was sharing 5 tips to help you succeed in 2023. Well, that kind of morphed into 10 as I got to writing this. So there you have it. There will be 10 tips to help you to succeed in 2023, right? So a little more is okay, right? If it's your first time seeing me, I am Dr. Twanna Carter, and as a career coach, I work with stressed, busy women executives who are plagued by imposter syndrome, self criticism, and doubt. And I work with them to alleviate their stress so they can find peace of mind and fully focus on excelling in their career. And again, welcome across all the platforms. Thank you for being here. And so, without further ado, because I got to get through 10 tips, not 5. I got to get through 10. So if you can hear me, go ahead and drop 2023 in the comments. Hey, thank you. Appreciate the feedback. Yes, she said she can hear me perfectly. Yes, first time here. Well, welcome. I appreciate you for being here tonight. Yes. So do feel free again to leave your comments there, and I will answer your questions, even your suggestions. I'll answer those or share those online, right? So this night tonight's topic is want a better career. It's the 10 tips to help you succeed in 2023, right? So really we know that the world of work has changed over the past few years. The internet, and certainly because of the pandemic, it's made it easier for people to find jobs just about anywhere in the world, right? Technology is revolutionizing careers every single day. So if you want to find something new, you work with the right coach, you put the effort into the energy in it, you will find a new job or do a total switch of your career altogether. And so using these 10 tips, right, not 5 but 10, will help you to succeed in the new year, right? So let's take that one off. The first one is, do track your successes all the way through the year, all the way throughout the year, right? Because this is the most first important one, because building this process of a successful career, you got to track what you do well. And this helps you to stay focused on what's important, even when it seems like things are going wrong and things are not all falling into place like you thought they would, right? It does give you something concrete to look back on when things get tough, right? One of the best ways to do this is by journaling. Now, if you don't like to write things down, I'll be honest with you, I don't journal, right? But you give me a book and say log, I'm 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 your girl. I'm gonna log things, but I'm not crazy about journaling. I know it's semantics, but my brain hears journal and it goes, no. But it hears log. My background is a scientist. It hears log. I log things down. So I open up my book every day and I log my thoughts and I log my visualizations. I log my successes, all of that good stuff. It's a great way to do it. But guess what? Writing in a journal or log isn't the only way you can track your successes. Okay. Let's see. I'm just trying to make sure I got all my comments over there. So yes, there are digital journals, so you can carry them on your phone, right? You can also send notes to yourself. They're audio. You can make audio notes. I've got part of a book written by sending myself talking, sending myself notes, what I wanted to write and where I wanted to put it. It works, right? So whether you do it on your phone, whether you do it electronically, or whether you do it by handwritten, just write it down. Here's what I know for sure: when you are, especially when you're at work and it comes times for evaluation, really, how do you get your part of the evaluation done? Yeah, drop in the comments for me. How do you, when it's time for your annual evaluation or your mid-year, how do you remember what you've done? See, I wasn't that good at remembering everything, but what I did when I was working for other people is I kept a Word document. And at least 2 or 3 times a week, I was writing my successes down, people I spoke to, people that said, thank you very much. I couldn't have done this without you. And so it was really easy when it was time to do an annual report. I pulled out that log. It might be 15, 20, 30 pages long, but it was an entire year's worth of stuff. Because what happens is your boss remembers what happened in the last 90 days really, really well. And so will you. You will remember the last 90 days, but maybe not the 4 or 5, 6 months before that. So if you write down all of your successes or talk them, send yourself a note, you will actually remember, stay focused. And when you have a down moment or you're beating yourself up, you can just pull up your list of successes and start reminding yourself how much you actually got done. So that was number one. Whew, that was a lot. Hopefully you found that one helpful. Anybody out there already do that? Are you already logging down or journaling your successes throughout the year? Okay. Number two is really important as well. Take credit and give credit. When you do something great, don't be afraid to say, yes, I did that. I accomplished this. I achieved that. Likewise, when someone else has done something great, give them credit where credit is due, right? It becomes a two-way street because if you congratulate someone else, they will congratulate you. And it's nice to have that little pat on the back sometimes, right? So, number three, identify your strengths and your weaknesses. Identify those, okay? Because identifying and capitalizing on your strengths is crucial to your career success. If you do something well, of course you want to use it. But here's the other thing, if there's something you don't do quite as well, you don't have to be embarrassed about it or beat yourself up about it. Just go find the person, the resource, the knowledge, the experience, and turn that weakness into a strength. It is just that simple. I used to say, I don't do marketing well. I don't do marketing well. In fact, I had said many, many moons ago, I would never own a business, not ever, ever, ever. I don't understand marketing. I don't like sales. I will never own a business. Well, I own two now. I actually coach my clients to do marketing in their businesses as well, right? I turn it into a strength. I got down, I did the research, I worked with other coaches, and I turned it into a strength. You can do the same thing to be successful in 2023. Okay. So that was number three. Number four, create a network that supports you, right? How many people out there have this issue? Hey, I've decided to be this. You'll never make it. You're not going to see. Why would you do something stupid? You better stick with what you know. I don't know why you would think that. It's just a stupid, isn't that a stupid idea? No matter what you say, they just kind of log things downhill at you and they talk it down. They throw rocks at you, verbal rocks at you, and they talk things down. And oftentimes, if you're not careful, it has an effect of making you do this. Play small, you know, yeah, I guess you're right. I shouldn't do that. So you don't want those people in your support network because they're not supporting you, right? You want to create a supportive network and understand that you are not alone in your journey through your career. Surround yourself with folks who are smarter than you because they make you work harder. Surround yourselves who you are, you're kind of equal, you're about in the same place. And then also have some folks who are coming up behind you because then you can contribute to them coming to where you are as you reach up to the next place, right? Isolation can lead to low self-esteem. That is what happened to many millions of people during the pandemic. We socially isolated. That isolation caused self-esteem to drop. It also caused self-efficacy, the belief that you can accomplish and do things, that dropped as well. So you want to, as much as possible, avoid working or feeling like you're in isolation by keeping in contact with that network. Now, how often you decide to do that is up to you, right? When I talk to my ladies and I coach them, I say at the very least, maybe every 3 months, every 3 to 4 months. And that keeping in contact with your network could be, you know them, you keep in contact with them, you know their industry. If you see an article that may be, important to them, send in the article, clip it and send it. Send them a quote, something that brightens their day. Send them a positive vibe quote. Anything like that is keeping in contact with your network. And when you can, every so often, go out and catch coffee together. These are just some of the things that you can do to stay in contact with that network. Of course, there's calling, texting, going out to dinner, happy hour, and those kinds of things. So you have a whole slew of things that you can do to stay in contact with your network. Okay. Because, yes, we're all competing to grow our careers, but again, you don't have to do it in isolation. And that network is oftentimes how you find that next job, right? Number five, love the work that you do. Because when you love the work that you do, you are the best person you can be for your organization, for your family, and for your community. Now, the other thing is this: if you don't love the work that you're doing, leave. Find something else and leave. If you're not sure how to do that or how to go about it, hire a career coach. Many of us are like me. I give a 15-minute career solution call. It's simple. Come, sit down, figure out what your goals are. And then I share with you what I do. And then if I'm absolutely sure I can help you, I get you started on the next step. But it doesn't really make sense. And it's such a huge, colossal waste of time to get up every morning, every day, every week, week in, week out, month in, month out, doing something you hate. Stress, unnecessary stress on the body, unnecessary anxiety, just unnecessary. Just leave, do something else, right? It's possible. It maybe it's the job that you're doing, maybe you should switch careers, or maybe it's the organization, or maybe it's you're not being challenged or you're not being valued, but you have it within your power to change. All right. So again, number five, love the work that you do. Okay. All right. Anybody else out there? Are you already doing these? I'm going through five. I'm halfway through. Anybody out there already did this for 22 and you're looking to keep it going in 2023? Drop in the comments, yes, if you are. I'd like to see your comments out there. All right. Number six, take a deeper look at your purpose. Knowing your purpose can help make a better career. It helps you make better career decisions and better life decisions. Because once you hit 40-ish, 50 in your career, oftentimes it's not just about the money. It's about wanting to feel fulfilled. It's about wanting to make a difference in the world with your career and your life, right? When you know your purpose, it makes it easier to make those decisions. Knowing your purpose can also help you achieve your goals or your intentions. I don't set goals anymore. I set intentions. They're just a gentler way of doing things. I don't do New Year's resolutions. I state my intentions and I keep going, right? It works for me. Knowing your purpose can also help you be more productive, thereby making you happier, which then makes you, again, a better person for your family, for your coworkers, and for your community. And yes, you can have more than one purpose. I know everybody talks about find your purpose, find your purpose. I've had several, and I still have several. Yes, you can have more than one. So don't put yourself in a box like I hear people say, I'm 45, I'm 35, I'm 50. I don't know my one purpose. Well, you may have several. So check it out. You'd be surprised what you find. Okay. How many of you know you have more than one purpose? Right? So drop purpose in the comments if you understand and you know that you have more than one purpose, right? And for those of you who catch the replay, thank you so much for catching the replay. You can answer the questions, drop it in the comments because I always circle back to answer comments and questions on my lives, right? Number seven, very important. Manage your self care like it is a precious jewel. That's right. Make sure that in 2023, you're managing your self care just like it's a precious jewel because it is. It's one of the most important things that we can do for ourselves. And too many times it's treated as an afterthought if I have enough time, if I can get around to it. If you think of self care like precious jewelry, something valuable that requires time and it requires effort to maintain it, the thing is that it gives great, tremendous rewards when you attend to your self care. It is worth investing in yourself because taking good care of yourself yields great mental fitness, great mental health, and great physical health, all of which pay off in the long run, right? And so, just like it's a diamond or very valuable gemstone, take the steps that you need to safeguard your own well being by nurturing your body and mind on a daily basis. It could be setting aside time for meditation, setting aside time for prayer, for yoga, exercising, planking, doing push ups, running, walking, swimming, bowling, tennis, getting enough rest, right? And eating the nutritious foods that your body needs. All of these things go into and fit into self-care, right? Even, hanging out with your friends, spending time with your pet, spending time in nature. If you don't like nature, get a massage or get a massage like they did in Costa Rica. They have the massages where they're outside. So you kind of get the nature and the massage all in one. Yeah, get the best of both worlds, but you get the idea. Nurture that self-care like it's a precious piece of jewelry, right? Number 8, challenge yourself to be better yesterday than you were yesterday, right? So today, I want to be better than I was yesterday. Tomorrow, I'll be better than I was today. When you do this, it stops you from comparing yourself to others. Comparison is a dream killer, right? It's easy to get stuck in a rut comparing yourself to others. It's really essential to challenge yourself if you want to succeed and be happy. By taking on those challenges, you will become way more confident in your abilities, less stress about failure. You'll also learn valuable lessons from the setbacks because it's a challenge. You overcome it, you move on, right? And you move quickly rather than kind of like I used to do, kind of rolling around in a failure and moping and ruminating and regretting. It kind of pulls you down. Okay. So by challenging yourself and challenge yourself to be way better today than you were yesterday, you avoid all of that and it helps you to move forward and keeps you, ambitious in accomplishing your goals. Almost there. Number 9, make it your intention in 2023 to spend more time outside of your comfort zone. That's right. Because in order to get the most out of life, you got to move out of your comfort zone. Yes, you're aiming higher than you were yesterday. And to do that, you gotta move outside that comfort zone. Like they say, if your goals or your intentions don't scare you, they're not big enough. Set yourself ambitious goals or intentions. Like I said intentions that will push you beyond your comfort zone because what lies beyond your comfort zone? The learning zone. That's what lies there, right? Even if it seems impossible at first, push and keep pushing because you will gain the knowledge, you will challenge yourself, and your mind will give you what you need to be successful, right? And we're here. Number 10, become friends with rejection and failure. Like, what did you just, wait a minute, run that back again? Yes, become friends with rejection and failure. You got to be friends with rejection, and failure. As you go through the process of trying to achieve your goals, inevitably you will face times when things did not go as planned. Sometimes you have it all set up and things all fall apart, right? I've had weeks where I've had 15 clients and 8 of them said I can't make it or they don't show, right? That is a failure or rejection. Repurpose it. What do you do with that time instead? Okay. It is vital that you learn how to do that because you got to take risks. If you don't take risks and try new things, you don't get introduced to new things. Failure is not just a natural part of the growing process, it's an important one because it's how we learn. How we learn what doesn't work. We make adjustments accordingly. Without failure, there wouldn't be any penicillin. That was a failure. Okay. Without rejection, there would be no Velcro. because the inventor of Velcro wanted it to be a fashion statement. He introduced it to the fashion world first. They rejected it like, this is ugly, it's bulky, it's cheap looking. Why would we want that on our fashion? Right? But then NASA picked it up because it said, Velcro can stop things from floating away from us in space. Now, all of us use Velcro today, but it was rejected at first, right? So, yes, make friends with rejection and make friends with failure. You may actually find that failing is something is actually a blessing in disguise because it makes you sharper, it makes you dig deeper, right? And find out what your strengths really look like. Okay, so that was my 10 tips. Told you I just went crazy, went past 5 to 10. Focusing on these 10 tips will help you manage your career and your life more effectively for 2020. Right? So it just takes some diligence, it takes some careful planning to get started on the path to success. If you want a copy of all, to get a copy of all 10 of these tips, drop success in the comments. I'll reach out to you and I'll send all 10 tips to you. I will see you next year. I can say that now. The only time I can say that. I can say it. I'll see you next year on January 4th when I'll be talking about the 15 strategies to overcome fear of success and maximize your potential right out of the gate, setting you up for success in 2022. So have a happy and safe new year and take care. And thanks for hanging in there for all 10 of those tips how to succeed in 2020, 2023. Take care. Bye bye.